Hey there, welcome to Main Street Living. I'm Cheryl Nelson.
Hi, I'm Quincy Carr.
And I'm Danielle Alvari.
Hi guys, it's a new week. How is everybody?
Yes. Feels a little bit better, right? Things starting to reopen?
Yeah. So I know that's some good news. And Danielle, I know you have a funny story because as a lot of us know, hair salons being shut for so long, it's been hard to get your hair done. And Danielle, you took matters into your own hands, didn't you?
All right. I just want to say I was coerced. All right. But yes, no, I did see a friend recently and she was mentioning to me, she's like, well, I see so many YouTube videos. I bet you could do it at home. And I know better. I think that we can really say that Corona has really hit us all hard because I think we all know better than to attempt our own hair. But needless to say, it went awry. And luckily last week, LA said that salons could reopen. So I was able to find a place on Tuesday to kind of, Tuesday last week just to try to fix what I had done. And so this is the result.
It looks good.
Yeah, thank you. It was a mess. So she definitely did some magic, but I think everybody can relate, right? We've all kind of made maybe a bad decision.
Yes, I think so. And Quincy, I know you do hair yourself. So
No, I cut hair. There is a difference.
Cut hair,
I don't do hair.
Okay, you're familiar with hair. You understand the chemistry and the science behind it. So why shouldn't people do what Danielle did?
Well, because we got to be the ones to fix it, of course. And then you get upset with us if we can't fix what you did. And then you look at us.
It was Corona fever, Quincy. It was Corona fever. I don't know what you want from me.
It's still going to take a long time.
We did the highlights.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean, I think in the grand scheme of it, you got it taken care of the way you needed it, right? And then the professional hairstylist fixed it the way you wanted it.
Right. Precisely.
It worked out. It worked out well in the end. And,
I think it's good to make a mistake once in a while,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. At least your hair didn't fall out, so you're good.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I wear it on my wrist. It says I strive to be perfect, but end up being human. You were just human, just made a human mistake.
It was a very human moment.
Yeah. I think everybody's doing stuff like that right now, guys. But we have some other positive news to share. So hair salons opening. That's very good news. Anybody ever been to Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio?
I
haven't even been to Ohio.
I heard crickets, so that's a no. Okay. Well, this is a good reason to go to Ohio. It's actually a really fun amusement park. And Cedar Point, they're actually going to be opening starting July 9th for season pass holders and July 11th for everybody else. However, there is a health check that you have to complete on the app within 24 hours prior to entering the park. And you have to wear face masks. And this is something that a lot of parks are doing. I know Walt Disney World, they're not opening till July 11th, but Busch Gardens in Tampa and SeaWorld in Orlando, they're open. They're also requiring everybody to wear a mask and have your temperature taken prior to entering the park. They're also going to be closed a couple weekdays each week. But what do you guys think about that, about wearing a mask for your entire time inside the park in the heat of summer?
If I go to SeaWorld, is Shamu going to wear a mask?
I mean, Shamu already has a mask, right? By the way they look, doesn't it kind of look like, or is that the eye?
No, the Shamu better come up with a mask before it goes back down. I want to see that. Okay.
Are we still going to SeaWorld? I thought SeaWorld got canceled. I thought that the whales in the tanks got canceled. All right. I am excited though. Cheryl, I believe the San Diego Zoo is reopening soon. I know we talked to zoology Rick just maybe last week. Yeah. And I know that one's opening up soon too. My brother lives in San Diego and he said, come on down. They're opening up soon. And they have a safari park. So it's like the animals kind of roam. So I think that'll be nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I think I'd rather go out west where the humidity is going to be a lot lower in California. I can't imagine wearing a mask walking around.
We're having wildfires now.
Oh no.
It is summertime, so.
But like one more thing, just California, just unbelievable. One hit after the next.
God.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
and I
know.
know just everywhere, like the businesses are just universally reopening, but everyone has restrictions as well, where even the governor lifts orders that are stricter than the local orders to remain in play. I mean, it's so many extra things that are going on. So
Right.
we just want everybody to be safe while you get ready to go out and enjoy yourself. But we know people are waiting. I mean, because summertime is getting hot. You've been cooped up for about 3, 4, 7 years. It feels like.
It feels like a long time. How many months? What month is it? What day is it? I don't know how many times I've asked that. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad that some
yeah.
things are reopening, guys. And speaking of reopening, we're going to talk a lot today about that and some positive news. And coming up on Main Street Living, we're going to talk with an expert about your business reopening and what it means for small businesses and some advice to move forward. So stay with us. Welcome back to Main Street Living. Well, the COVID-19 pandemic has been hard on businesses, especially small businesses. And how do we know how to move forward from here? Well, joining us now with some advice is Jim Shortal. He's the Senior Director of Business Continuity with Cox Communications. Jim, thanks so much for joining us. Welcome to the show.
Well, good afternoon. Thanks so much for having me.
Sure. So the COVID-19 pandemic is not going away anytime soon. So at this point in the crisis, what should businesses be thinking about?
Well, the pandemic will be with us, unfortunately, until there is a widespread vaccine available and well circulated throughout the population. So first, I would focus on table stakes is be compliant to open your business. There are often local city or county requirements or requirements at the state level to ensure the safety of people and employees. So that's table stakes. But there are great resources available through the Centers for Disease Control and local and state public health to make sure that you're keeping your employees safe.
Mm-hmm.
Also be mindful of employee needs around other impacts, such as if schools are closed and there's childcare impacts, or the impact of multiple people trying to telework or telelearn at the same time. Keep customer safety at front of mind. Think about that large population of people that the CDC considers to be high risk, and understand they may not want to interact unless they can do so in a very highly safe environment.
Right. It's true that you're saying that. I mean, things have changed and possibly forever. It definitely is a new normal. So moving forward, I mean, I know businesses have to have a new process, new plans. What about technology? How do you keep up and move forward with all these changes?
Well, it's a great question. And keep in mind that history has shown us that pandemics typically come at us in 2 to 3 waves up to several years in duration if there isn't a vaccine out there. So do plan for the worst and take advantage of technology. So make sure you've got a robust technology tool set to aid your business. Do you have a telephony system with advanced features that will allow those customers that want to interact with you that way to have their calls processed quickly and efficiently? People are making more phone calls now than they used to. The numbers are showing that. From a online presence standpoint, do you have a web presence? And does that presence allow your customers to learn about your business, to interact with your business? Do you have a web chat function that many people would use to engage with your business? Do you have a mobile app? We know that really is the wave of the future. People want to connect via their mobile devices.
I'm glad that you mentioned all of that technology. I mean, you said the phones and everybody, we're all on our smartphones 24/7 right now. And so you have to have all this. It's crucial for businesses to stay afloat. You got to have the app, you got to have the chat function, everything that you mentioned there. And let's say you're a small business owner. What is one thing that you would want to do differently after going through COVID-19?
Well, I guess first and foremost, always keep employees and customers at top of mind. Make sure that you're able to address their needs to continue working safely for you, and you've accommodated what's going on perhaps outside the business environment. We recommend, rather than driving yourself crazy planning for every single threat out there, do an all hazards approach. How do you handle impacts to your people and your customers? How would you handle an impact to your facilities? How would you handle an impact to communications or your network? And finally, what are your most critical business processes that you'd want to continue?
Yeah, disaster preparedness is so important moving forward for any business. Any last thoughts before we go?
Well, I guess I would encourage everyone to go out there and take advantage of the vast array of real-time services that are available. There are great weather monitoring websites and emergency management websites that can alert you to threats, provide you with planning information, provide you with situational intelligence. Take advantage of your industry and trade associations as a way to benchmark and get best practices. Take advantage of colleges and universities that have business resource centers. And then finally, your chambers of commerce are a great way to interact with your community and other businesses.
All really good information. I'm sure a lot of people were taking notes there. Thank you so much, Jim, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Coming up on Main Street Living, we are going to talk to some actors. They're staying busy, or at least they're trying to during this pandemic. How are they doing it virtually? Stay tuned. Find out more. Welcome back to Main Street Living.
Yes. And while COVID-19 has made, going virtual the new normal, ever wonder how actors and film producers have adapted, right?
Oh, yeah. Sure, it's changed.
Yeah. Well, in this next package, actor and acting coach Cecily Gish gives us a glimpse of her reality. Let's check this out.
Good girl. Hi, I'm Cecily Gish, and I'm an actor. Ben, please just answer the door. I hear your phone ringing. I know you're inside. Please, I just want to talk. I work from home, and I have for the last 10 plus years. I work for Career Activate, which is a business of the business mentorship program for actors and other creatives. Hey, it's Cecily from Career Activate. Hi. Thanks so much for jumping on the phone with me. And I'm also a coach for the creatives.
You want to play it like that? Fine. Wig is coming off. My name isn't Pom Pom Kardashian. That would be insane. My name is Darcy Marie Jarvis, proud member of the Drama Club.
I've been studying at Actors Comedy Studio for coming up on 5 years, and we've learned to adapt to working in front of a computer screen rather than just a camera lens.
Hello, everybody!
Hello!
All right, happy Wednesday afternoon to all of you.
Additionally, my husband and I own a live event production management company called Presentation Resource Group. Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
And when coronavirus first started shutting things down, it really hurt us in a big way. Thankfully, my husband spent a lot of time learning all the technology that he would need to take him into the virtual market. This is Maya. She's our assistant. I feel fortunate to be safer at home with my husband and my pets. It's taken some adjustment, but I think we've really hit a stride, and it feels good.
Hi, I'm Cecily Gish. Thank you so much.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean,
we can relate to that ring light life, Cheryl, right?
Yes,
The ring light.
I think so many people use the ring
Become a
light now.
lifestyle.
Yeah, I've done maybe 1 or 2 auditions for like a commercial or something. So, like going virtual has been a little bit of a challenge, but at the same time, that's what they ask you to do anyway, to send stuff in. And so you don't have to be physically at a place to, to tape an audition. So.
Right. And I love all the coworkers too. Her dog and her cat. I can relate to the pets running around. So that was absolutely adorable to see.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so coming up next, something else we can all relate to, spending a lot of time on our electronic devices, maybe getting something called tech neck. So if you don't know what that is, if you've been having some issues, stick around. Coming up next.
Welcome back to Main Street Living. During this quarantine, we've all been at home and we're sitting at our computers, and we've probably noticed our shoulders creeping up and our necks getting stiff. And our next guest is going to be able to help us with that. She's amazing. Her name is Andrea Marcella. She's the author and creator of the And Life app. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. I'm so glad to be here.
Yes. So I'm sure you've been doing a lot of these calls over the computer and interviews like this. And we've all been sitting here and I feel like I'm slouching, and it's probably not good for our bodies. So what have you noticed?
Well, this tech neck phenomenon that we're all experiencing, where there's just this incredible strain in the back and you just wish somebody would come along and jam their thumbs into your upper shoulders here, this upper trapezius muscle. Everybody can relate to that. And the thing is, what's surprising is it's not coming from these muscles. It's actually coming from the front. And that's the biggest gift I can give to people right now, is to help you learn to release the muscles that are actually causing the problem. And then this will start to let go, and your posture will increase daily if you do these little things I'm going to show you.
Okay, you gotta be kidding me, because whenever I get a massage, I never have them do the pecs. They're always focusing on the shoulders. Okay. All right. Tell me more.
One of the biggest mistakes ever. So our lives, as you know, are very forward. We're on our phone, we're on our laptop driving. And what that does is it pulls these muscles in, it shortens these muscle fibers, and then it creates a condition where they're called hypertonic. It's the worst combination. It means they're tight and weak. And then what that does is this pulls in, your chin juts out, it shortens the muscles in the back of the neck, the shoulders creep up, and these hold in this locked position there. And that over time is extremely fatiguing. And then you just start to feel pain, flat out pain. So what we want to do is release these muscles. And the fastest and easiest way to do it, and you can do it right now, and I'll just push back in my chair a little bit, is take it with your fingertips forward. Just put them down on your chair. And this is a modified camel pose from yoga. Just push your body up and pull your heart to the sky and push down into your chair. And that oppositional energy will start to release these muscles. And now you can walk this. So you just put more weight in one hand and then the other. And you'll start to feel these pectoral muscles letting go immediately. And also the anterior deltoid, the front of the shoulder. And then when you sit back up, your neck will miraculously feel better already, and your posture will have improved to keep that. Amazing, right?
Yes. Look at you. Here I am paying all this money for massages, and I come out and unbelievable.
And this is really the thing. Little bits of self-care throughout the day, every day, are really the way to not only solve the problem in the moment, but avoid the problem ongoing. And it saves you a ton of money, because no matter how much you spend on a massage, you're just going to be in the exact same place when you get in your car and drive home. I'll give you another quick exercise.
Ooh.
So just spread your arms like wings and then fold them back behind your head, trying to pull your elbows back. You're using the muscles between your shoulder blades to stretch out your chest. And then you can give yourself a little hug, stretch out your back, and then again, open out your wings, stretch it here, come back out. And so now we're getting some oxygen flow to these muscle fibers, to these muscle tissues, which will help them will help the muscle contraction actually happen. And part of a muscle contraction isn't just pulling in, it's release. And so, you want to not just stretch, static stretch where you just hold, you want to move to get your body to open up as well.
Oh my gosh, you've got so many good tips here. And before we wrap it up, is there anything else you'd like to share? Anything else we should do during quarantine?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's about getting in little bits of movement throughout the day on my And Life app. And this is the whole strategy in my book, The Way In: 5 Winning Strategies to Lose Weight, Get Strong, and Lift Your Life. It's about consistency and your life, what fits in for you. So what can you do consistently every single day towards your health? What small little changes can you make? And that will really not only get you to your goals, but keep you there. My And Life app has tons of little workouts that are just at your desk, or stretches at your desk in regular clothes. So yes, you know, we have regular workouts and food options and things like that that really will help you. But it's about what can you do every day? And that's really the strategy that I try to impress upon people, that, you know, get people out of this gym mentality and the diet trap. That's not going to get you anywhere, because that's not the life you actually live.
Listen to you. You are such a pro at all of this. And your app, how do people find it? How do you spell it exactly?
And like Andrea, life like your life. And Life, and it's in iTunes, Google Play. And my book is The Way In, and that is everywhere books are sold, on digital and in full color, gorgeous paperback.
All right. Well, Andrea, you are a true inspiration, and you taught us something new today. So thank you again.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
All right. We appreciate it. Up next on Main Street Living, we're going to talk about resorts. Are they opening for the summer? Stay tuned. Find out.
Welcome back to Main Street Living. Danielle and Cheryl, quick question now. A lot of people say I'm a workaholic. Is it bad that I don't talk about going on vacations a lot, because I'm always like zeroed in on work?
Oh,
I see the look on Danielle's face.
I know.
Honestly, I prefer that than someone who posts, you know, their vacation pictures all year saying, "Can't wait to go back, can't wait to go back, can't wait to go back." So I prefer to see all your posts. You working, you're out there working, but you probably do need to take a little bit more of a vacation. So this next guest might be able to help you out. So joining us today, Pam Gilbert, the Director of Sales and Marketing for the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess Resort. Pam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here today. I hope I can inspire Quincy to take a vacation.
That's honestly the main reason we had you on the show today. So, you know, of course, it feels like we've all been stuck at home kind of taking a vacation, but almost like stuck inside, not so much a vacation. So we need a vacation from our COVID situation. So what kind of options do people have right now as like a staycation, or maybe a way to stay close to home and still get a little bit of a vacation?
Well, you know, I think a lot of us have exhausted our backyard fun and are ready to get away, even if it's just in your local neighborhood or nearby, to a resort. Or maybe you want to take a road trip, an old-fashioned road trip, and drive to a destination resort like the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess, where you have everything you need without leaving the resort. We have 65 acres of wide open spaces, 6 sparkling pools, 5 restaurants, and an amazing well and being spa to relieve some of that COVID-19 stress.
6 pools. All right, I'm there. Why is it so important, though, for people right now to be thinking about vacation right now? I know a lot of us are like, oh, how do we get back to work? But this is coming up on summer here, so it seems like the appropriate time to be going on vacation still.
I think we need a little mental health break. We need a little real fun just to relax, let go, and enjoy, and let the cares of the world float away while you're relaxing in a pool or indulging in a spa treatment.
Absolutely. Just getting away from our normal environment, especially because we've been stuck inside. Are there any kind of special activities, anything for families or maybe couples that you guys are doing at your resort?
Absolutely. We celebrate every season here at the Princess, and summer's no different. We have fireworks every Saturday night, and that is a great way for families to enjoy and celebrate a getaway. We also have wonderful dive-in movies, and then our 6 sparkling pools offer so much fun. But for the foodies, we have lots of adventures in our 5 restaurants, La Hacienda was voted Arizona's best Mexican restaurant, and tequila tastings with our tequila goddess Eden. Or maybe you want to visit Maki, our sommelier, at the Bourbon Steak restaurant, and she'll do a wine tasting. So it's great fun. And we have healing therapies at Well and Being Spa with immunotherapy treatments, etc. So you can stay well visiting us as well.
So wellness as well. Yeah. So I was going to ask you, what are your personal favorite thing to do?
You know, we have 65 acres and we have lushly landscaped grounds with some lagoon areas with little private seatings. I love to grab a cocktail and sit and watch the birds at the lagoon and relax. It's wonderful.
Of course. And then I have to ask, because I know at this time, everyone's kind of keeping their budgets tight. So any kind of special deals you guys have going on for anybody right now?
We do. It's pretty amazing this summer. We have a buy one, get one offer where you buy one night and the second night's on us. You can relax and enjoy yourself. Or we have our Sip, Savor, and Splash package available all summer long with $100 resort credit where you get to, you can enjoy spa, or you could enjoy retail therapy, or you can go and dine in one of our restaurants. All of that gets credited with that $100 resort credit per night.
Of course. And then so the people know where to find you guys. Where's your information? Where is the resort located?
Okay, we're located in the heart of this blooming Sonoran Desert, Scottsdale, Arizona. And you can find all of our information on scottsdaleprincess.com, including our special offers.
Oh, wow. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much, Pam. Hopefully that inspired Quincy to take a vacation. I don't know. Well,
Quincy, you ready for a road trip?
Actually, while you were talking, I just packed all my bags. I am ready to go right now. Thank you so much, Pam, for all that information.
Quincy, you gotta go there. Scottsdale is gorgeous. It's right outside of the Phoenix area, and it's so beautiful. So you're all packed? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Look, I'm all packed. In fact, when we come back, we're boating and camping. I'm already ready. So I'll see y'all later. Welcome back to Main Street Living. As some of you probably know, I am a former Navy sailor and currently a performer on cruise ships. So I guess you can kind of say I like boats and water, right? But for our next guest, Richard Cromwell of Freedom Boat Club, boating is not just a job, it is a way of life. Welcome to the show, Richard. How are you today?
Yeah, thank you very much, Quincy. Glad to be here.
Absolutely, man. So real quick, how would you describe this boat club to a person who's interested in boating?
Well, the Freedom Boat Club, or any boat club, is an alternative to boat ownership. Think of it as sharing of the assets, like a zip car. So you come down, you take the boat out, you have fun, you come back and you hand the keys off. None of the headaches, none of the worries, none of the concerns of having a boat.
Okay, got you. So none of the concerns of having a boat, but you do have to have insurance, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah, but that's for us to cover.
Okay.
We have coverage throughout the system. We also have 4 locations in Rhode Island that are in Newport, Barrington, Portsmouth, and Warwick, as well as another 220 locations throughout the country where people can go and use boats. You're not just limited to one boat. You're limited to all the boats throughout the country. So there's a lot of opportunity for boating, not only in July and August, but also in February and March when it's a little cold around here. So it's
so what would you say, like as far as COVID-19? Because I see a lot of these pictures of people just out enjoying themselves, and have you felt like COVID-19 has helped or hurt the industry as a whole?
Well, we've found that a lot of people have wanted to join up because it is an alternative that's safe and secure. You are basically away from the general public. You come down to the dock, and yes, we have the standards in place for the keeping people 6 feet apart and everybody's wearing masks. But once you get out on the boat, you're just out with a family or friends, and it's not a confined environment. So it's a very easy thing to do, to get out there and enjoy the club and have fun.
Yeah. Now, are you seeing more people interested in boating as the way, as it is a way to get outside while still social distancing, or are you still seeing people kind of like, I still don't know yet?
We're finding a lot of people are looking at boating as an alternative this summer, because there's a lot of people who can't do things. They can't go to events. They can't go to large crowds. And boating, you get out there in the fresh air and you're not in a crowd. You're just with close friends.
Gotcha. What's a typical length of time if someone is going to, take a boat out? Is it like an 8-hour average, or a little shorter, or a little longer than that?
Well, one of the nice parts about the club is you can go out all day, or some people just might want to do a little evening cruise and just go out and see the sun coming down, or go out for a quick dip in the water and cool off. So that's the nice part about it. You're not defined as to you have to be there all day long.
I got you. Right. Especially like if the weather changes on you, I'm sure, like people are always, checking out the forecast and stuff as well. Are boat clubs available across the country, or do you have to live by an ocean or lakes just to have it as an option?
Well, Freedom Boat Club is available throughout the country, not only just on the ocean side, but in lakes, in rivers. I mean, I'm thinking of some around here. There isn't one. Most of them are in the center of the country. A lot of the lakes in Texas have boat clubs, rivers in Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Chicago. There are a bunch on the Great Lakes. So there's a lot of opportunity for boating all around.
Absolutely, and definitely for people to remain safe. Real quick, can you let our viewers know where people can go to get more information about this club here?
Well, feel free to contact us. We're at freedomboatclub.com, or just give our salesperson a call, 401-626-1291, and we'll be happy to give you more information.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking out some time today to be with us here on Main Street Living, Richard. We certainly appreciate you. And there's definitely no doubt that boating will increase as temps steadily increase. However, you do want to stick around and find out why. Why there's you know what? I lost my yes, another summer activity. Why are there more summer activities coming up? So you guys stay with us with more on Main Street Living.
Welcome back to Main Street Living. Well, guys, for those of us who aren't ready to actually travel and go on vacation and stay in a hotel yet, a lot of people have been turning to something else, and that's the RV lifestyle.
Yes, absolutely, Cheryl. I actually was speaking to a friend before quarantine started, and I said, what a great time to rent an RV. And I think we were not the only people with this idea. So here to talk to us a little bit more about that today, we have Kevin Bernard from TAC RV. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So if I'm reading this right, rentals are up 650% and sales are up 1,000%. What have you seen going on with the RV industry right now?
The RV industry right now is very, very sold. It's a great way to go and see the United States, not be stuck in your house. And you're in your own controlled environment, that who's been in there as far as germs and viruses and so forth and so on. So, but yeah, it's been really, really busy trying to keep up with everything.
When did you first notice the surge? Was it at the very start? Was it in March?
No, because everybody was staying at home, so there wasn't as much surge, and most people, they didn't order RVs, and luckily we had a lot in stock at the time. Right. So probably about 7 weeks ago, maybe. And it's really, we've had to hire extra people. It's been really crazy.
Oh wow, everybody's struggling to find work, and you guys are having to hire people right now. Specifically, I mean, with people coming
which is good.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's a good thing, actually.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's great that you guys are able to create some jobs in a situation where we definitely need them. What kind of models were you specifically recommending to people who are coming to rent from you guys?
Well, most of them, and we're actually selling is what we're actually doing, but most of what people are getting are the bunk models so they can sleep, the most that possible that they can. So a lot of people are coming in and buying because they're taking families, brothers, sisters, or at least everybody that they feel comfortable with, that hasn't been, subjected to the virus.
Is there any specific amenities or anything that people are requesting?
Most of it is bunk models and how many people can they sleep? There are a lot of people are having that 3 months ago. The last thing on their mind was buying a camper, and now 3 months later, they're buying a camper. So so we have a lot of new people that are have come into our world of being able to go have some fun and in a controlled environment.
Of course. What kind of recommendations can you give us about camping safely, especially during this COVID-19 time?
Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. You're out in the open for sure, but just wash your hands, hand sanitizer, and all that fun stuff, and just remember, don't touch your face.
Of course, yeah. It seems safer to have running water instead of just going regular camping where it is a little bit more difficult to wash our hands. How do we know what kind of parks or campgrounds are open? Do you guys kind of give recommendations for that, or what would you recommend?
There's actually various websites. One's called Park Advisor that we recommend to people, and it basically is an app that you can download on your phone, and it allows you to be able to go in there and see the campgrounds and where they're located, phone numbers and all that. You can try to make reservations.
All right. And speaking of where people can find things, where can people find you at? What is your guys' information if people want to buy an RV right now?
Yeah, so it's tacrvs.com is our website. You can go on our Facebook page as well. But yeah, our internet's pretty up to date as far as stuff that we have in stock and that we have coming in and so forth. So the best suggestion I can make is if you're in the market, you need to do it sooner than later, because the other end is having a supply, breakdown as well. So it's really hard getting RVs right now.
Absolutely. And one last question for you. What can you tell people about maybe who haven't been in an RV before? What is the best part, or what is one of the most fun parts about renting one or buying one?
It doesn't matter what you buy or what you use. The memories are going to be the same at the end of the, the trip Sunday afternoon. It's put away or returned or whatever. And, you have all the, whether it's shenanigans that you're doing with your brother, sister, or whatever the case may be. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of memories. And I went camping 2 weeks ago and with friends that I knew that weren't exposed to the virus. And, we all had a good time and sat on the beach in Frisco. So it was a lot of fun.
Of course. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Kevin. Really appreciate you joining us today. I'm glad to see you guys have a boost in sales. I'm glad to see you're hiring some people. It's always good to hear some uplifting stuff. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. All right.
Look, very, very good interview there. A lot of good information. Thank you very much, Kevin and Danielle, for that information. But hey, we still have some more left for Main Street Living, so y'all stay with us. Right after this commercial break, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Main Street Living. Good show today, guys. Lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm still bouncing and dancing and moving. And I can't wait. I'm really going to take a break, a smidgen, small amount of a break. That's what I'm going to do. I promise.
You're just a heavy packer then, because you got a giant suitcase there, my man.
That was the only one I could find. That was it. When I go to the, anytime I travel and go to fly a plane, I'm like, oh gosh, this is not a carry-on bag, but I'm gonna try it. Like you ever see those people that try to sneak on a bigger bag than they should?
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. No. You're that one who's trying to get away with it. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I got it down to a science. No, Quincy, I've got my carry-on one that I know will fit in the bin. Sometimes they'll tell me too, oh, that's not going to fit. I'm like, yeah, it does. I do this all the time.
She's like, please step aside. Let me.
But everybody's always amazed because my carry-on, it's actually pretty heavy and I can lift it up and put it in the bin. And everybody always goes, oh, do you need help with that? I'm like, no, I got this. I'm good.
Like, right. Thanks for that.
Boom, it falls right down on you. But we had a great show today. I'd like to thank everybody for viewing, everyone for tuning in.
Yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. This is the best part of, I think, a lot of our weeks, especially mine. So I appreciate everybody tuning in.
Always enjoy seeing your smiling faces. And don't forget, we have new episodes every Monday at 9 p.m. local time. So make sure you join us there. And we will see you next week as we take a stroll down Main Street. Have a great day.